Thank you all so much for your patience. Thank you for coming out tonight. Welcome to this exciting sneak peek of the highly anticipated Star Wars, The Mandalorian and Grogu. My name, perhaps unbelievably, is Plumb, and I'll be your host for tonight. We have some very special guests joining us on stage soon to talk about this film. But before we get started, there's some important housekeeping to deal with, shall we say. Disney takes privacy very seriously, and by privacy, I mean, of course, piracy. Tonight, security will be monitoring the use of any recording devices during the screening. So please make sure your phones are off and put away whilst the footage is shown, but you may want to keep them out and ready for now. Oh, and let's not forget, after the screening, please feel free to tag @Star Wars UK on all your social media posts. But you know all that already. Let's crack on. How about we put our hands together and go absolutely wild as we join? Oh, this is such a pleasure. I can't believe I'm saying it. Please put your hands together for director, co-writer, and producer Jon Favreau. And how about keeping that energy going for producer Kathleen Kennedy? Thank you. And now we have the Sigourney Weaver. And last, but certainly not least, Pedro Pascal. Thank you. There we go. So, Star Wars on the big screen. You love to see it. You just love to see it. And this is a fan event tonight, so let's give a massive shout out to you guys, to everyone who came out, to all of the incredible people who dressed up. I've seen so many Mandalorians. Yeah. Genuinely, it's all about you guys, so thank you. So, let's begin with you, Kathleen, if we may. It's been 6 years since we first saw Mandalorian and Grogu. When did you realise you might be dealing with a phenomenon?
I think the second people saw that little cute, green, beautiful child, I think everybody realized, wow, John created something quite phenomenal.
We don't want to make you blush, John, but thank you. What is it like bringing The Mandalorian and Grogu to the big screen? And not just the big screen, the IMAX screen. What has that allowed you over the past few years?
Well, we had a wonderful time collaborating on the show. Pedro and I have been working together for 8 years now, and it's been a creative partnership, and the rhythm of telling a story on the small screen is wonderful, but very different than what you could do on a screen this size. When we got the opportunity to bring these characters to the big screen, we knew it was also an opportunity not just to reintroduce people to Star Wars in the theaters for the first time in close to 7 years, but it was also an opportunity to do things we never could do before. We could build giant practical sets, we could have giant animated CG creatures, we could have stop motion, we could have motion control miniatures, we could bring characters like Zeb to life, who you really and of course to see the planet of Nalhada, to see the Hutts do what the potential was for these characters as described in animation and in the books and in the comics. So we let our imaginations run wild, and we also saw this as an opportunity to introduce a whole new generation of fans who are now old enough to go see Star Wars in the theater, who may have been too young the last time there was a movie. And so we love passing that tradition down and making people feel the way I felt when I was 10 years old in 1977, and I saw that first shot that changed my life.
And Pedro, I don't want to freak you out, but you're the star of a Star Wars movie? How does that feel? The dream has come true.
Yeah,
Yeah, it has. I as soon as I saw the first images of the first season, its story illustrations, the first illustration that I saw of baby Grogu, who at the time didn't have a name, I knew that it was going to capture everyone's hearts, and I secretly wished. I knew this is so cool for streaming. How great to have this experience at home, but when's it going to be a movie? I started to say that out loud in press lines a couple of years ago.
Manifested.
Yeah, and because it is our dream, and I was a kid. I was raised on. I saw Star Wars in the movie theater. I was raised on movies that Kathleen Kennedy has produced. I have seen, yes, bravo. Raised on movies Sigourney Weaver starred in. They're the reason I wanted to do what I've been given the incredible gift of getting to do. And Jon Favreau, I saw him as an actor, Swingers, a writer, and step into, Elf, all of it. All the greatest pros. So it has to be on the biggest screen possible!
Sigourney, I'm too curious. When did you realize Pedro was a super fan? Quite early doors?
Right away, of course. even in the armor. No, I mean I can't believe I've gotten to join this incredible ensemble of creative people and be part of the Star Wars franchise. I've always admired it from before and been thrilled by it. Been thrilled by the performances and the world and the array of different places to live and creature, but I never imagined that I would actually get to be part of such a world and such a community. So I'm so thrilled to be here, and I'm as excited as you guys because I'm new to it, and it's just really a huge thrill and privilege to be here.
Kathleen, John, I've got to ask though, what made you think Sigourney would be a good fit for a sci-fi film?
Well, everybody remembers, of course, Ripley from Aliens. Films like, Ghostbusters. But you know what? I don't hear mentioned enough is Galaxy Quest. Those three projects alone. But when you're telling a story, you have 2 hours to tell a story. It's a tradition in cinema when you get to hire an actor like Sigourney, who brings their entire reputation, their body of work, combined with their talent, their enthusiasm, their insights, Star Wars has to feel real. There's so much over-the-top, fun, action, excitement in the world that George created, but George also grounded his world with real people, with real feelings, with real emotion, and you have to have a cast of that caliber to help pull the whole thing off, and Sigourney was gracious enough to join our family.
So, I want to know, Kathleen, how would you say that, compared to the series, how does the scale compare? Because I've seen, is it Thunder Alley?
Yes.
Talk me through the practical sets, the stop motion. This feels like it's on another level.
It is. It's entirely on a different level. And I think that's what excited us when we realized that we had the opportunity to put this on the big screen. And now we get to put it on IMAX, which makes it even bigger. And I think that we knew as we were creating the series that there was a real opportunity to expand this in a way that we couldn't even imagine. And we pulled together some of the most incredible people inside of ILM, Industrial Light and Magic, who has done all the Star Wars movies. They have done extraordinary work. And I think what I've been so amazed at in working with John is that he is incredibly innovative in terms of taking technology and cinema and moving it to the next level, much like what George Lucas did. And I think that's what you'll see with this movie, is it deserves and needed to be on the big screen, and it is, and it's extraordinary.
Do you mind if I ask Kathy a question?
I would love you to.
I get asked this a lot, and my answer's so short, because we were very lucky in one of the roles to have a character play a voice. It was our dream to have, when I wrote this character, we looked at this character, we wanted Martin Scorsese. It was our dream list, and we thought it was impossible. And Kathy said, let me make a phone call. Could you tell me what happened? Because I want to know the story.
It's my next question.
Oh, it is, actually? Okay,
Genuinely, how did you, I can't believe I'm saying this, convince, persuade, encourage the Martin Scorsese to join this film?
You know, I wish I could say that it was really, really difficult. But in fact, I think Marty Scorsese is a huge fan. And consequently, when I called him, he didn't really miss a beat. He was like, oh, I would love to do that. And I wanted to make it sound like it was much more difficult, but he was a huge fan, and consequently, you can see he has a blast playing this part. So you're gonna really enjoy him in the movie.
And you can now say that you've co-starred with Martin Scorsese. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's happening. This is real. Yeah. I've also got to talk about one Jeremy Allen White. I really want to know what that phone call was like. What words did you use? How did you say it? How did you describe the character?
Well, I ran into him because and walked up to him. We were at a party together, and we had both played chefs. I was in the movie Chef. He's plays a wonderful chef in The Bear. Those of you who've seen it, it's a wonderful show. And we just started hitting it off. He's more of an indie film guy, and we started talking. And then, you get a feeling off somebody, and then as this role of Rada the Hutt came up, and we wanted somebody who was an interesting choice for what we had in mind, and it was a phone call. I reached out. Also, I know that he and Pedro are friends, so it always helps when you have a group of people that like working together and sharing the screen. And even though, he plays a character that's fully animated, we build everything on these movies. We start almost like an animated film where we record all the vocal tracks first, even with the live action characters. One of the first things that Pedro does, he comes in, we go through the script, we read it, we record it, and we use that as a foundation for as we start to do previs and we start to visualize this thing. And Jeremy was, we reached out, we said, hey, come on in, here's the character. We laid out what happens, what he does. Showed him some illustrations, which is great. We have Doug Chang in the art department, and they always start to realize visually the film. If you've ever seen Art of books or even the end credits on the TV show, you see some of this breathtaking artwork that inspires us, and it immediately starts to feel real. Showed it to him, he came in, we played around. The role evolves over time as we film and edit, and it starts to grow. We start to learn things, and it became a very interesting role, and that's how he became a part of it.
Well, I am certainly delighted to see him on screen, of a fashion, of course. But Pedro, tell me how grateful you must feel. It must be amazing, looking back, 7 or so years ago, 8 or so years ago, getting that first email, was it maybe a phone call from John? How grateful are you to have taken that meeting and had that moment in your life?
I'm completely grateful. It's the longest creative relationship that I've had. It's the character that I've played the longest. Hopefully I get to continue playing him for as long as my bodies, or as many bodies as we put into the soup can take it. What do you want me to do? You want me to have a heart attack right in front of you?
I would love that. That would make, get some headlines.
It's happening.
It's happening.
It's truly a dream come true. And the very first thing that happened was a call from my agent that said, John Favreau wants to talk to you about something Star Wars. Because everything Star Wars was so secretive. And I was like, okay. And I got there early. And so I sat on my phone for a bit because I was embarrassed. I didn't want to sit, I didn't want to interrupt the writer's room or anything like that. John comes out into the parking lot and he's like, hey, come out of your car. and so I get out of the car, they take me in, they show me this magical wall-to-wall, first season story illustration. This entire world of Star Wars I see grow, like I said. And I said, okay, so what am I? Like, who am I, a droid? What voice do you want? They were like blinking back at me, like they were confused, and they were like, you're the Mandalorian. And that's been the ride ever since.
Chills, genuine chills. Remind us, though, Pedro, where are we? Where is Mando's character emotionally at the beginning of this film?
They are real partners at this point. Grogu is on every mission, on every adventure. They are side by side, and it's sentimental because Din Djarin knows that this creature will outlive him, and I think that existentially he's very, very focused on making sure that that he can survive in a world without him, and of course. The power that Grogu has surpasses Mando's by a lot, and yet he, none of us want to let go of our child, and none of us want to keep that child from growing into everything that they can be. So that's really, I think, the very, very textured relationship and story that they're able to tell on a thrill ride that you cannot believe.
It's good. And I believe, John, there may be another very special guest that could conceivably...
It's past his bedtime, but let me see if I can wake him up. Hold on, he's napping in the back. Hold on a second.
Could you just wait? I know this is a bit unprofessional. Could you just wait like a couple of seconds? You guys have a good day? How you doing?
How's your day?
My day's all right. Yeah, not too bad.
You're doing great.
Thank you so much.
You always do great.
I love this about you. You're so sweet. You see, I like him. I don't care what other people say. I like him. He's gonna.
Somebody's got to.
Just.
Hi. You can talk. You can take the microphone.
So, I was just wondering, Sigourney, Pedro, Kathleen, does this ever get old?
I forgot you were here.
Yeah. Same. Just a quick one, Grogu. Have you been enjoying your time in London so far? And have you met some nice people on the red carpet today? Yeah. Lovely. What am I meant to do? This is surreal.
Just stare. He's used to it.
Guys, this is your last chance to take a photograph tonight of this wonderful creature. So now is your time. There's no shame in taking your phone out. But I want to say a few things to the people in front of me, because it is an honor and a privilege to be here today. I want to say thank you to John, who's been involved with this for, as he says, close to a decade. So thank you so much for all the incredible work you've done. Thank you for bringing the Mandalorian and Grogu to us. Kathleen, Star Wars has been such a huge part of your life, but for the past close to 15 years, such a key part of your life. We are so grateful to you as well. Sigourney, it's a miracle I haven't fainted. You are a truly living, breathing legend, and it is an out-of-body experience to spend time with you. And Pedro, you're all right, I guess. Thank you all for coming out tonight. Please enjoy the show. Tell your friends, May 22nd, the film's out in cinemas. Write that down. But for now, another massive round of applause for the filmmakers and cast of Star Wars